Hello, my name's Mags Warrington and this is my garden and the dinosaurs who live there. I'm in the west of Scotland and I have a suburban garden where I grow fruit, flowers, veg, plants, and I keep chickens. They're my little dinosaurs. This particular video is part of a collaboration organised by two other YouTube channels, Liz Zorab of By Their Farm and Erica at Erica's Little Welsh Garden. And we are all making videos this week as part of National Gardening Week. We're going to have a playlist so that it makes it easy for folk who are interested to look through the videos of the folk in the collaboration, so you can see what we do, get a flavour for the sorts of videos that we post and what our channels talk about, and hopefully enjoy what you see. So what I thought I'd do in my video for this collaboration is just take you around the garden and show you the produce that I'm growing, because actually the collaboration is focusing on homegrown food. So I'll show you what I'm growing for this season and give you an idea of how I'm going about it and how I make use of the not oodles of space that I have in my garden, and see what you think. While I don't have a glass greenhouse, I do have 3 grow houses, plastic grow houses, and this is the biggest one. And it's the first time I've had this up this year. And the plan is that I will grow tomatoes and cucumbers in here. At the moment, I've just been using it to bring on my seedlings, as you can see. But ultimately, the shelving, the staging will come out and I will have tomatoes and cucumbers in here. At the moment, you can see there's some flowers. So here's some teddy bear sunflowers. But mostly it is veg. So there's some lettuce there, some tomatoes at various sizes. There's some elephant garlic, which I've still to pot on or put out into beds, but they're in pots at the moment. And we have some beetroot, some lettuce, and some more tomatoes. Here's the girls, the little dinosaurs that keep me on my toes. Hello. And here's a raised vegetable truck just outside the kitchen door. And in here I tend to grow salads and other smaller root vegetables. So we can see I've got some cost type lettuce. I actually bought that one in rather than growing it from seed. And there's quite a lot of beetroot and some homegrown lettuce and other beetroot. So I haven't really mentioned why I grow my own, as well as having a love of gardening and just seeing how things grow. I think the main attraction is that food generally does taste so much nicer when you've grown it yourself. So thinking of the chickens, the eggs that they lay, they are much better than shop bought eggs, and you don't have to take my word for it. Anyone that eats home produced eggs will say the same, because they're fresher and probably the chickens are fed better. Certainly a bigger variety of things. And where vegetables and fruit are concerned, you know, it is what you make it. So what you grow it in affects how it tastes, and the watering and the feeding affects what it tastes like, and you pick it just when you want to eat it, so it's always really fresh. So yeah, I highly recommend trying to grow your own, even if you've only got a window box or a pot. You know, you can grow some things yourself even in those small in small spaces. I mean, I don't have a huge garden, and I can grow tons and tons of things. And even if you don't have a garden, as I say, a patio, a windowsill or whatever. So yeah, so this is some lettuce, some beetroot, and it will change through the year as things are harvested. Other things will go in here. I've got a little pot here that I have some peas in. And I have to say, in this household, the peas rarely actually get cooked. They tend to be just eaten straight off the plant in the garden. They tend to be really sweet, and just like sweeties actually. So yeah, so that's some pea plants on the go. And right next to the peas, I've got another little pot that has some onions in. And then next to that, I've got a little hanging basket that has a strawberry plant in. And then if I just walk around the corner of the deck, here's some more peas. They're small plants at the moment, but it won't take them long to grow. And it won't be long before I'm harvesting some more peas. Now here's a bed that has been made in a potager style. A potager is an old technique, I think from the Victorian times, where it's like a kitchen garden. So in those days they would build beds, kitchen garden beds in a geometric shape, and then in the beds they would grow a combination of fruit, veg and flowers and arrange those in geometric shapes. And it has, as well as looking pretty because there's flowers in there as well as veg, it has the added benefit of attracting pollinating insects to pollinate any plants that you need pollinated. So this is my first attempt actually at a potager bed, because I love growing flowers as well as fruit and veg. And in here we've got the pink flowers. There's large and small versions of bellis. There's also in the corners some violas in one corner and pansies in the other. And interspersed with those there are onions, red onions on one side and white onions on the other. And then in one other corner there is some spinach, and in the bottom right hand corner there is chard. And just in case you're wondering, this this little barricade that I've got up here is to prevent my darling chickens from helping themselves, because although the chard and the spinach ultimately, at least some of it will go to the chickens, I'd rather grow it to a decent size before I give them it rather than them helping themselves. So one of the challenges of letting your chickens free range in the garden is that they can help themselves to things. So I have to be quite clever at protecting things from the chickens. This little raised bed has broad beans in, and there's two sizes of broad bean there because some have went in first, the others will come on a bit later, and that will stagger the supply of broad beans. And at the end there, that little pyramid type structure, is that pyramid the right word? Anyway, that has got sweet peas in, and in between the two, I don't know whether you can see it, but there is a little pot, and that has got garlic in. And here we have some more garlic in this little pot. I'm moving over to another raised bed. In the raised bed itself, again in a potager style, there's some more bellis and violas. And in this bed, there's some garlic, some onions and some radish as well. And here we've got some beetroot. And down here we've got some more onions and some radishes. And at the end, we have some onions and radishes. I have a little raised bed part of the way down the garden that I have made into a little strawberry patch. So there's some strawberry plants in there, covered with a netting to protect them from the chickens and from wild birds as well when the fruit starts to form. And just along from that, excuse the chicken, is another bed, and this is a bit of a mishmash. So what you can see here is our poppy, is poppy foliage, and there's a the first flower head there. Next to it there is a strawberry plant, and then over to this side of the bed I have some shallots and some onions in. Again, I've got some protection to keep the wildlife out. And then going over here, I have another bed. This is a new bed that I've just put together recently with pallet collars. And in here we have some elephant garlic. In the middle there are some more broad beans. And at the left hand side there are some little beetroot plants. So these are tiny at the moment, but hopefully they'll perk up, because I've just put them in today actually. Perk up and give me some beetroot. So there's a bit more to the garden than the veg that I've been showing you, but I really wanted to concentrate on what I'm growing to eat in this video. Well, I hope you've enjoyed your little look around parts of my garden, and I hope that's whetted your appetite and you want to see other videos from the folks in the collaboration to see what they're up to. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, and it would be lovely if you have enjoyed what I've done, if you would consider subscribing to the channel and give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this particular video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye for now.